Alright, back at it again in the manga room. So, while I've been working on this Bleach video that's turned into a feature-length movie now, I've been kind of hating the fact that my big, super long edited videos take so long to come out, and my channel just kind of sits blank until then. So going forward, I want to try and put out a monthly manga and maybe figure haul video cause I'm just literally always getting shit. Is this just a way for me to stall as I work on my real videos? Absolutely, look forward to the Bleach movie. But until then, let's talk about some stuff I've grabbed this month that you might want to grab too. Alright, starting off with Kaiju number 8. So, I don't actually know anything about Kaiju number 8 yet. I think it's about Kaiju invading Japan, which is Gia, a pretty normal and novel concept, I guess. But at any rate, I know this is going in monthly Jump, I believe, and according to everyone that reads it, it's one of the best things going in that magazine, which is surprising because there's a lot of really good things going in monthly Jump right now, honestly. So yeah, this is definitely high up on the list. Don't know too much about it, but yeah, art's great, looks really good, excited to get into this real soon. The King of Kings, baby, motherfucking One Piece. So yeah, just another one of the many volumes in the Wano arc, the current big arc of One Piece. I think One Piece is honestly the only series I'm reading weekly. There's a lot of ongoing series I am reading, but I'll take plenty of breaks between them, come back when there's stacks of chapters. One Piece is the one thing, no matter what, I gotta stay weekly. This shit ain't getting spoiled for me. One Piece has been great lately. I'm a big fan of Wano. And honestly, I think the anime may be the best way to, I don't know if the manga's still good, but that Wano anime go insane. The next volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, currently, I believe, with this still in the middle of the Shibuya arc. Jujutsu Kaisen is a series that I really like, but the first time I caught up to Shibuya, I was a little turned off by it, but that was reading it weekly. Took a break, came back and read it all in one burst, and fell in love with the series. The artwork is amazing, the characters are great, Jujutsu Kaisen's honestly really good. I'm just probably gonna wait until there's big batches of chapters for me to jump into. I hate the shadow from this. The way I'm recording is literally just a phone right now. Hopefully next video I'll have a better setup. I'm already plans in place. Anyway, I believe volume 8 of Chainsaw Man is probably one of like the best volumes of manga ever. It's got all these chapters in it, in which if you've read Chainsaw Man, you know about these chapters. I'm so excited for more Chainsaw Man. The manga's coming back this year, well, this year, 2022. The fucking anime's coming here soon. Mappa's Chainsaw Man, baby. The only thing not great about it is that American logo. God, I hate it. Motherfucking Kino Hearts, the final volume of 358/2. So, I'm a very big Kingdom Hearts fan. I will probably end up doing some stuff with the games and maybe this manga down the line. But in terms of Kingdom Hearts side story stuff, if you ever want to check any of the mangas out, this is the one. It's a really good story in a really mediocre game, and the movie they released is okay, but this is just a great little side piece. The 358 story is amazing, but it's one of the hardest ones to experience because of how rough the game is. New volume of Fire Force. I still love Fire Force, man. Okubo and everything he does, I can't help it, I love. This volume, I believe, is actually around the time where Shinra wakes up after a certain period of time has passed. If you've read, you know. But I think there's a lot of hate and dislike going on with Fire Force here lately in the current stuff that's going on, where, for me personally, I'm like, oh yeah, I love it. I don't know. I think Okubo's weird storytelling of him just being like, I think these metaphysical ideas are cool and I'm just gonna use them in my story without actual internal explanation of what they mean or the effect they could have on things. It's just fun. Who cares? Fuck it. Fire Force rules. So does Soul Eater. Fuck it. So between my Shaman King video, which is good, go watch it, and my last manga collection video, I think I've said plenty of times now my thoughts on these omnibuses. They're really cool, I like them. If you like Shaman King, definitely grab them. They don't have the color pages, so they're not perfect editions. They're kind of disappointing in that way. But I mean, I'm still gonna buy them, and if you can see them right down there, all the spines actually have these cool little designs on them, and this one has got red on it. But yeah. Not perfect, but good enough, I guess. Oh, and like I said in the manga collection video, if you have Amazon Prime, I believe all of this is on their app to download, or their Kindle app or whatever. You can read it all on there, and they have all of the color pages. So honestly, that's the best way to read Shaman King in 2021 to whatever. Just go do that, honestly. Another volume, and Komi's still fucking rules, man. It's a shame that Netflix's version of it with its missing subtitles is just not perfect, but whatever, you know what it is. At any rate, I'm always gonna recommend the manga more, probably. Komi's brother's the best character, though. I like Komi's brother. He deserves his own manga. Give Komi's brother a manga. Alright, the first 2 volumes of Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign. So, I don't know shit about these other than I believe modern consensus currently of the story is not a lot of people are big fans of it and most people don't understand what's going on. The reason I got these 2 volumes is because this series, Twin Star Exorcist and Blue Exorcist, in my mind have existed in the same place for a very long time. I finally read Blue Exorcist and I love it. I love Blue Exorcist. It's coming up on this channel eventually. Just wait on it. Twin Star Exorcist also looks absolutely fantastic. I've grabbed about the first 6 volumes and I plan to start it here soon. Between the artwork and panels I've seen going down, it looks really good. So, with those 2 being as good as they seem, I'm left with this one. I kinda wanna give it a shot too now because it exists in that place in my mind of long-running, monthly Shonen Jump series that no one really talks about, but the few people that do talk about have big opinions on. So yeah, I'm gonna give it its own fair shot. May end up reading it digital past these first 2 volumes, or if I really like it, fuck it, I'll just buy it all. We'll see where it goes. I hope whoever you are, wherever you are, however you think, feel, you got some Q Hayashida in your life. Die Dark. That's the good stuff. Dorohedoro's like in the top 10 of all time. Waiting on Die Dark to get more and more and more chapters and volumes before I really get into it, but buying these because fuck yeah, why wouldn't I? Also, Dorohedoro's volumes are done by Viz. They don't have the color pages outside of the very first one. Die Dark is being done by 7 Seas, and guess what? They have all the color pages. Thank God. Thank you, 7 Seas, for always going above and beyond. Don't really know anything about I'm Standing on a Million Lives, honestly. I got these on the recent Right Stuff sale in just this 4-in-1 bundle. But I think it's about either someone's taken to a video game world, reincarnated to another world, and I saw that there was farming and also the protecting. I don't fucking know. I'm just making things up, I think. At any rate, these are on sale and I like the covers, and reviews online seem pretty solid, so I grabbed them. Yeah, me. I don't actually know anything about Wolf's Rain other than I think it was an anime from either the late 90s or the early 2000s maybe, made by Bones. But a couple of weeks back I was at Barnes & Noble and saw these 2 volumes there and was like, oh hey, this, so let me Google it, see what these are worth online, see if I can get it off Amazon or, give me now. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the anime first, I think, because it came first, but once I saw the state of these online, yeah, I had to go ahead and grab them. Excited to check it out though. The premise about wolves going missing in some post-apocalyptic Japan sounds pretty neat. My girlfriend recently grabbed the next volume of Yakuza Lover. I believe this is actually about a college-age girl that falls for a Yakuza boss or member, or I don't know. At any rate, the volume's wrapped up, and so I think it's got the blood and the boobs, you know what it is. But yeah, seems pretty cool. The art looks really nice, and people online have really high praise for it, so yeah, I'm gonna check it out eventually too. I think I fucked up with It's a Wonderful World by Inio Asano. So this is volume 2 here. Volume 1 was in my cart online forever and I meant to get it, and now it's out of stock everywhere. And I don't know when it's gonna come back because, you know, the printing situation is hell and I don't know how high up this is on Viz's priority list. So I just went ahead and grabbed volume 2 to be safe. At any rate, it's just a short story collection by Asano, so it's not like not having the first volume is too detrimental, but I want it. I want it for my shelf. Alright guys, you have a civic duty to be out there buying Kaiji volumes. This series has taken so long to come over here. The scans online aren't always perfect, translations aren't always perfect, yada yada yada. Denpa is finally going out of their way to bring this over here. If there's any, there's one other thing I'll talk about, but if there's anything you see me talk about today, buy this one. This one needs to get over here. The people need to know about Kaiji. If you need an intro to it, go check out its anime. It's a fantastic way to get into the series. This is a really big deal. Go support it if you can, because Denpa needs the help. Hey Slime, why'd you buy the last volume of Inuyasha when you were missing like all the other volumes? Cause I'm not getting fucking slam dunked again, where I had to read the last volume on the shitty scans online. I ain't having that again. I'm buying the last volumes first from now on for big things. So yeah, I went ahead and got the last volume of Inuyasha for that exact reason. Whenever I finally do get to read it, I'm gonna finish it physically, in good quality. I ain't getting fucked again. So, this is something actually super cool. Akira Toriyama has like a shitload of random short stories he's done throughout the years because outside of Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump, he kind of has this, well, during those series too, honestly, but he kind of has this thing of, he just gets tired of what he's drawing and gives up on things. Like, remember that time he wanted to draw a series about a really cool tank he drew, but then by like this 5th or 6th, 7th chapter, he hated drawing that fucking tank, so he canceled the series. Akira Toriyama just doesn't give a fuck sometimes. At any rate, this is really cool. Really glad that Viz actually took the time to put all these together and release it over here. Also, can we get like a reprint of Dr. Slump? That'd be cool. Dr. Slump's pretty cool. So fucking cool that Fist of the North Star is finally getting some kind of English publication. It's got the color pages in here. These are honestly perfect. I really can't think of any complaints with these. If you love early JoJo, if you love buff dudes, if you love fucking raw combat, check out Fist of the North Star. Like, don't get me wrong. There's no real like depth to this series or anything. It's literally watch one dude just beat the fuck out of everybody, but that doesn't mean it's not really good. So this actually came in today, the day of recording this. You have no clue how excited I am that Lupin III finally got some kind of real English publication in recent times. I love Lupin so much. Lupin Part 1 is getting a Blu-ray release and a new dub, and with the good dub actors that I love Lupin's dub so much. At any rate, Lupin Part 1 is probably like one of my most favorite animes ever. It's really old and simple, but there's just something so special to it. It has the funniest fucking soundtrack too.
Nice man, yeah, he smiles, then he gets angry sometimes, but he's a groovy guy.
Like, oh my god, Lupin's great. At any rate, this is just a short, like, collection of some of his greatest stories in the manga. The manga is like the anime, older anime, the new ones have plots, but the old anime is very disconnected, and that's just like this manga. That's just like the source material. It's a bunch of just stories featuring the characters doing some shit. If you like the characters, you're gonna want to check this out. It's a really, really cool thing. Shout out 7 Seas once again for killing it. Not actually manga related, but I had to include it because I'm a huge fucking Halo fan. But yeah, they finally re-released the Halo graphic novel from way back in the day. It's, I believe, 4 short stories that are just in different art styles in the Halo universe. Like, if you're a huge Halo fan, I can't recommend it enough, honestly. It's a really cool little thing. Halo hasn't had the best very long time. I don't have the best opinions on Infinite. The multiplayer's fantastic, and it controls real good. That's about it. So I was just at like Target or something a couple weeks back and just was in the book section walking through and saw this there and was like, oh hey, cool, that's one of those Zelda mangas, and Majora's Mask, one of my favorite. Let me look at it real quick. Then was like, oh hey, usually it's like $20 or $25 or whatever, and it's $15 here. Maybe I'll just do it. Yeah, Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda, and A Link to the Past is also good. So yeah, fuck it, I've always wanted to check these Zelda mangas out, so I'm excited to finally do that. So one day a couple of months back, I was at Barnes & Noble and noticed a series called Children of the Whales, which had a beautiful series of covers and was like, whoa, okay, don't know what this is, but I'm definitely grabbing the first volume. Haven't actually got around to that first volume, but cut to now where Right Stuff's having their sale, and I noticed, oh hey, they're having a bundle on those, and man, those covers are still great. Oh fuck it, I'll grab one of the in-stock bundles. Been flipping through the art, and yeah, this is getting started really soon. This is really interesting. It's about like a civilization of people that live on a sand whale that swims through sand, and some people have psychic powers, and there's class warfare and things of that nature, but I don't know, it looks really cool, and I'm excited to finally check this out because I'm excited. So I finally was able to track down the Ghost in the Shell box set for an affordable price. I've always wanted to actually read the manga because I've seen the anime and I've seen the movie, the anime movie, not that one. But at any rate, I've always wanted to check this manga out because I've heard mixed opinions about it, that while it's really cool, it kind of gets lost in itself in its own technobabble and the jargon of cyberpunk. But at any rate, the art in it is fantastic, and I'm a big fan of the shows and movies, so yeah, I'm gonna check this out. I can't not check it out. Now that I was able to find it for like $50, hell yeah, I'm super glad about that. So I'm not gonna put them all up on this jank-ass table because it'd fall apart, but I finally got all of the Big Boys of Blam by Tsutomu Nihei. So I'm super excited to finally read something by him, and honestly, everyone says that Blam is usually the way to go, so this is definitely high up on the read next list, especially since I got all those big motherfuckers down there. So one of my favorite things that's been going this winter's anime season has been My Senpai is Annoying. My first thought in initial looking at this cover like months ago when it first showed up at Barnes & Noble was, oh no, he looks really old and she looks really young, I'm fucking good on that. Well, I was completely wrong. It's about office-workplace relationships, and he's just a big old gorilla guy, and she's the tiny little girl. That's it. They're both the same age, thankfully, so hey, all good there. But where this really shines is it's about workplace relationships, which I'm older now and in the workplace and don't give too much of a, well, I do give a fuck, but I give less of a fuck about high school relationships. So being able to actually relate in one way or another to a lot of these characters is helping a long way. I fucking love this guy. I don't even remember his name as I'm recording this, but I really like him. At any rate, don't know anything about the actual manga itself. I think it was a web manga, so it has like a lot of coloring to it, which is cool. I love this shit. But excited to check it out because the anime is almost over and I'm very sad about that. Motherfucking Ghetto Robo. So I don't know actually what Ghetto Robo Devolution is. I assume it might just be a modern day take on the original story by Go Nagai. But when it comes to Ghetto Robo itself, check that shit out. One of the good old godfathers of mecha. Without Ghetto Robo, you don't have Gurren, you don't have so many fucking things, and it's just so raw. Go Nagai's great. He did Devilman, and I'm pretty sure there's a Devilman Ghetto Robo crossover, and oh my god. Ghetto Robo rules. I'm excited to check this out. It's only 6 volumes. I grabbed it all off the Right Stuff sale. Fuck yeah. So, just gonna do these two together. Reservoir Chronicles Tsubasa and Holic. It's not XXX Holic, it's just Holic. So, I've decided to finally actually shut up and give Clamp a chance. My thing with Clamp is all of their stuff is just mostly uncompleted. Like, a lot of the things I want to get into are unfinished or have sequels that are unfinished, like these two right here. And the only thing I've actually taken the time to read by them is Clover, and I don't like Clover. So I'm going to actually give these two a chance because I hear that when it comes to Clamp, Tsubasa, Holic, Cardcaptor Sakura, and Chobits are the big 4 that everyone recommends. So I'm going to start with these two and go from there. I've also read online that you should read them in tandem, like read a volume of this, read 2 volumes of this, read 2 volumes of that one, then read 1 volume. So whatever, if that's the best way, I'll just do it that way. But I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll get in there. Clamp time. The second volume of RG Veda, and probably the only one I'll ever be able to find, it looks like. Another Clamp story that I've heard things about online, and this one was recommended because it's completed and has fantastic art. So I saw this on Right Stuff and it was fairly affordable and grabbed it. Then I saw that the first and third omnibus volumes are just gone because that's what Dark Horse does. At any rate, I am glad I have this on my shelf. Maybe if I can find the scans in good quality online, I'll do that. Then switch back over. Whatever. Clamp. And last but certainly not fucking least, Pandora's Box, the full series of Pandora Hearts. So over Thanksgiving weekend a couple weeks back, Yum Press finally was like, hey, it's time. We're reprinting a good amount of them, but this may be the very last time we ever print this box set. So of course I had to jump on it. Have I read Pandora Hearts? No, I have not. But why did I spend $230, $40 on a box set of a series I haven't read? Well, honestly, because I really liked Case Study of Vanitas. That's a good series, I'm a big fan. So I decided to go ahead and spend the money. So before we get into it, basically, is what I'm saying is I haven't read Pandora Hearts yet, so sorry that I won't know anything about it. At any rate, this box is fucking dope. Easily one of the best, if not the best box set I have bought. It's got these actual metal, hear that? It's got these metal handles on the side to pick it up. And I'm working with one hand here, so cut me some slack. Once you actually get it open, be careful with it. Pop it open. It's got these little straps to help keep it up on both sides. It's got that great art in the back. Don't know who that is, but that's some good art. And the actual volumes themselves are these super slick 3-in-1s. Oh, 3-in-1s, but that boy looks a little bit thicker, and maybe that one too. But they're these big, beautiful volumes that I have some of the old volumes over there somewhere. I think you can actually see them. They're right there. Super excited to actually get into this series because, like I said, I fucking love Case Study of Vanitas. Oh my god, the art in it, the anime is great, the story, the character writing especially, and by the acclaim I've heard over the years for Pandora Hearts, I believe that that's probably in this series too. I'm almost nervous to get these volumes out and read them. Like, this box set seems so over the top and glorious that I almost just kind of want to not just get the old volumes or read it online and just not touch this. But at the same time, nah, it's got the color pages, and also the volume covers are in there too, because I always appreciate when they put the volume covers in the things like the Berserk Big Boys and stuff. That's always a good touch. Thanks for that. At any rate, for $230, I mean, this is the only way to get these versions of the manga, so they are exclusive. This box set, while being, you know, cardboard, does have these metal handles, has these little straps, and has just decent, like, it feels decent, it feels sturdy, it feels good. It's hard to really describe until you're, like, opening and closing it and actually touching it yourself. But it feels good, it feels solid, it feels like it was worth the money, honestly. Whether the series itself is worth the money or not, we'll just have to see. Alright, that was December. Next month I plan to have a much better camera and lighting setup for this, but whatever, you know what's up. Look forward to the real shit coming soon. Bleach video should be out by the end of January 2022, and it's gonna be wild. Stay tuned, like and sub to help keep me going. Thanks for watching, same as always. If you have any questions about any of the manga, or if you want to recommend me anything to pick up, please put it below. Always looking for recommendations, for real. Thanks again, see you in January probably.